Hello, my lovelies, and wonderful good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are watching from, to another CTO stream. It's 11 a.m. here in California, and I'm very excited about today's stream. We are going to take a look, or it's actually the first one of this kind that we do. It's not like checking out a specific library, but we have a developer spotlight today. So in case you don't know them, I want to introduce you to a small company from the UK called Fracture Sounds. And they took the market by storm like 2 years ago with their Woodchester Midnight Grand piano. And happy coincidence is that they just released an updated version to these pianos, so they are now compatible to the Native Instruments Kontakt player. So these are now player libraries. They sit in the library panel, and you don't need the full version of Kontakt to run them. And nevertheless, there are some libraries still from them where you need the full version of Kontakt to run it. But we will take a look at all of that today. And the main developer from Fracture Sounds and the CEO, Will Bedford, is in the chat as well. So everybody say hi to Will. And thanks for providing the content of your catalog to showcase that on the stream. And also, thank you very much for providing the possibility or for providing some copies of a giveaway. So we can give away today the Cinematic Piano Bundle, which includes the Woodchester piano and the Midnight Grand piano, the full Kontakt versions, and also the Frozen Percussion Bundle, which we will have a look at a little bit later. And to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do, if you are familiar with the stream, you know how the drill works. You leave a comment on this Facebook post that I just posted in the chat. You can just click it, you can comment as often as you like, but we will only count one time. So it doesn't matter if you comment 10 times, you will only be counted once. So one entry per participant, or you just open up 10 different Facebook accounts if you want to raise your chances, but I would not suggest to do that. So leave a comment on that Facebook post, and as you may already be aware, let's switch the view here. We have our trusty website called commentpicker.com. You see the link here as well. I just posted that. Right now we're looking at 8 comments. I'm pretty sure this is going to rise during the course of the stream, this number. And in case you're not aware, this is the developer we're looking at today. So let me post you the link as well. So if you want to check some of the stuff out. And as I've mentioned, the Midnight Grand and the Woodchester piano have just been released for the Kontakt player, and they are on sale right now. Will, help me out there if you can tell me till when, because that I don't know right now. I think it's for another week or something, but Will can definitely give you an answer on that. So they are on sale. The Woodchester is like $67 right now instead of $79, and the Midnight Grand is $75 instead of $89. So make sure to head over to the website and check that out in detail, but we will also check out the stuff today on the stream. Without further ado, let's jump straight in and take a look. Thanks, Will. So the sale is going until this Friday. So you have 3 more days to grab it in case you will not win today, because there can only be one. Well, technically today there can be 2. So, and I want to start with my absolute favorite piano, I can say of all time. I just love the Woodchester. It's, and by the way, sorry for starting late today. We started 3 minutes after 11. Reason being that I, of course, updated Studio One before the stream without checking anything. So I am on Studio One 5.1 now, which brings in some amazing new functionality, most importantly, retrospective recording, as you can see here. So this, I haven't even tried it yet, so let's see how that works. But yeah, let's jump straight in. I want to showcase this piano because that's for me the definition of beautiful. So that's pretty much the basic sound, and what Will and Fracture Sounds do, they always give you options for enhancements, I would call it, like little pads or atmospheres that go along with the main sound. And the Woodchester has three different options: the Ache, Dream, and Clouds. And the atmosphere intensity is linked to the mod wheel, so you can bring in and out the atmosphere. And if I just bring it on halfway and play a little bit, let me raise that a little bit. So the raw is the actual piano sound. So when we take these off, these are like mic positions pretty much. You can just switch them off. That's the pure piano sound. Is it? No, there's still some atmosphere in the piano as well. I think that's like harmonic overtones. By the way, we could bring in the piano so you actually know what I'm doing. There is, let's take a quick look at all the buttons and faders we have. There is a cogwheel here where you can change the velocity response and the sample start. You have different reverb IRs that you can control through the reverb button here. Let's bring the intensity all the way down. Let's check who's writing. And wait a second. I could check something for a moment. Wait a second. Just gotta tell Will something. And there we go. So, and let's get back here. So we have the key release. So you have this very prominent key noise if you prefer to have that. Could you play in G major today so I can compose in the background? Okay. For my taste, a little bit too much like that, but a little bit goes a long way. You have the pedal noise. And there's also like a room noise, the actual pianist in the room. Which is pretty funny. But you may not want to have that on a regular recording. Then you can bring in the reverb again, and yes, let's check some of the individual atmospheres. That does not work. Let me quickly change something here. Sagamore, thanks for subscribing. Let me just quickly replace that. Okay. So this is the ache layer. And before I go on, sorry for the break there. So back to topic. Check out the layers. That's the ache layer. Then we have the dream layer. Don't worry that it's so quiet. These layers are very subtle underneath the actual piano, so they are not that loud. So you can even use these just as pads. And you have the cloud layer, which I personally really like. Subtly underneath the main. But also all three layers mixed in. It's just a gorgeous soundscape. And last but not least, we have two more buttons here, color and stereo width. For that, let me go back to the piano sound only and see what the color knob does. It's kind of a low pass or high pass filter, so you can make it a little bit darker or brighter. I actually prefer the sound in the middle position. In case you don't know, it's actually a felt piano, and it was produced in collaboration with James Everingham, one of my favorite composers of nowadays sounds, and he works for Remote Control and for Bleeding Fingers, and has some amazing albums on Extreme Music if you want to check him out. Awesome guy. And you can pretty much do mono if you decrease the stereo width. So that is pretty much the Woodchester piano. Next in line, let's take a look at the Midnight Grand, which follows the similar form and function overall, so we don't need to look into the buttons and all that stuff again. But the sound is a little different because that's a grand and not an upright. By the way, that much I played, I just want to give it a quick try. So let's see what retrospective record actually recorded. That looks like quite a lot. Yeah, it pretty much recorded everything I did. Wow. Okay. That's awesome to have now. Yeah, I just upgraded to 5.1 literally a minute before the stream. And by the way, if you're curious, the Fracture Sounds pianos and Black Hole really work well together. Such a gorgeous sound. You can bring in the room tune on this one as well. So you hear like I just like the fact of having a room tone available. Just gives a little bit of character. I think the alternative Grant is with a little less noise in the sample, so like a denoised version. Or maybe the other way around. Will help me out there. I could play this for hours, honestly, but I don't want to bore you with just some noodling around on the piano. So, and since we are doing a developer spotlight, first coffee. Oh, I understand. The old version is all pedal down sampled, so you get all the sympathetic resonance even when the pedal isn't pressed. Where do we know that from? Ooh, that's a dodgy question. Especially also in the soft layers. So that's the two pianos. And these two pianos are available for a giveaway today. Thanks, Will, again. And you can leave a comment if you have not yet done so on this Facebook post. And just by doing that, you'll be eligible to be maybe the winner of one of the two giveaways today. First one is the Woodchester piano and the Midnight Grand, so the cinematic piano bundle. And the second one is the Frozen percussion bundle, which we take a look and a listen to in a second. Let's jump through and check out some of the other instruments. Again, all the instruments we are playing today you can check out on the Fracture Sounds website. Dream Zither, they're really moderately priced. So a bunch of the stuff is like $20. Then the Dolciano is $80, but that's also a lot more content there. The Frozen Percussion Vibes is $39. And so yeah, let's jump in and listen to some of the other sounds that Fracture Sounds have in their catalog. Let's start with the Dream Zither. And let's turn off the reverb so we just have the internal sound. Just a beautiful sound. And when I hold the key, you hear the I also love the fact that you get a slight detuning on the louder velocities. Jack Williams, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And quickly check the options we have. So there's a dream layer that you can drop an octave. Keep at the same octave. And obviously tune it up an octave. And you can obviously turn it off. And you have a damping function. Without it, it just rings till the next morning. That's true. It's actually really reminiscent of the Bloodsport soundtrack. I can remember that as well. I watched that, oh god, when I was a kid, I watched that movie like 30 times. I was a big Van Damme fan. Very, very nice. Not much else to say to that. It's a Dream Zither and it sounds very dreamy. Let's jump onto the Dolciano, which is kind of a cimbalom, I would say. Concert Grand Dolciano. No, I'm not in Spain yet. I have another 2 weeks until I fly over. on the louder velocities, you get these like little trills, rolls. On the mod wheel, you have controlled rolls. Hey Almi, that sounds great. And with this one, you also get 3 different mic positions. So let's quickly take a look at, take a listen to these. The close. I have to be honest that I'm not really familiar with the Dolciano. So is it a piano played with hammers or? That sounds very nice. And we have a mid position. If I only could play some Bach. And we have a far position. You can definitely emulate some Greek bouzouki tremolo style playing with that. Very, very great sound. Yeah, play Baroque music, if I could. We have a muted version of the same thing as well. Oh, okay, you can also use the pitch band on the original to get the muted articulation. Elmi, stay safe. Get better soon. So that's cool that you have the muted articulation on the mod wheel. Let's jump on. We have a bunch of more instruments to discover. We will look at the Frozen in a second. Let's start with a. Let's go on with a singing bowl here. So we have a singing bowl. What is rust? Okay, we have sustains and we have hits. Ciao, Al. Talk soon. Get better. Reverb. So it seems like the rust layer kind of turns it older. So these settings only work on the sustain layer. Wow, the low layer is great as well. Okay, the rust layer only affects sustains. Yeah, I just realized that. So let's go back to the sustain. I love the sound of this that scratching noise. Okay, the rust layer creates overtones. Pierre, this library is not available with the Contact Player. The only two Contact Player libraries in their catalog right now are the pianos. All the rest, you need the full version of Contact to run it. Just wait till we hear the frozen percussion. You guys will be blown away. So that is the singing bowl. I kind of tried to hurry up a little bit and go through some more stuff. Let's take a listen to the tiny music box. That's one of my favorites, especially the H knob. This is perfect for horror scoring. And just listen to the thing with the H knob. I love the interface, by the way. When you turn up the H knob, how it ages. That is awesome. But listen to the aged version. That is great for horror scoring. As is the toy piano. If you remember the score from Bear McCreary for Child Play, he used these type of sounds a lot. Well, he recorded them live, but... Key clicks are a little much for my taste, but you can bring them down. And you have broken tuning as well, so broken toy piano. There's nothing more creepy than that. Just imagine like a doll sitting in the dark corner of the room and you have that playing. That is like very, very nasty in a good sense. You have an atmosphere layer as well. And the repeat, yeah, I did see that, and I already have. I started the stream. I upgraded Studio One right before the stream, so there is retrospective recording now, and also visibility management. So, does the atmosphere get detuned as well? That's a good question. Let's solo the atmosphere. I think the broken tuning only refers to the piano itself, but the atmosphere itself is very has tuning variations in and of itself. That's a very broken tuning there. I just read very poopy. I think you meant very spooky. Then we have the zendrum. Oh god, the zendrum, which is also one of my favorite sounds. I use that quite a lot in a bunch of my production music tracks. Which is like a hand drum, and I love that you can determine the tonal center for the library. Well, I cannot right now. Why not? Oh yeah, just drag it. Let's practice Spanish. Well, I practice for the airport. Like, what is yo necesito mi maleta? I need my luggage, or I need my suitcase. Let's look at the options we have. We can increase the resonances. And when you bring that, for example, to E minor, you can play the whole thing in E minor. Really like that. Then we have hands and mallets. Little softer sound on the mallets. And the changing of the tonal center changes the overtones pretty much. So when I bring that all the way up, let's say we have the overtones in F minor or G sharp major, and I play in E minor, there will be a mishap. Because the overtones are actually here. So when I bring that to D minor. Tom Bellingham, thanks for subscribing. So the tonal center really relates to the key that you're playing in. So if you play a tune or have a tune in C minor and you want to add this instrument, it would be recommended to put the tonal center to C minor as well. Very, very great sound there. And you have an atmosphere layer as well, so that is kind of the signature sound of fracture sounds, to have these atmosphere layers. And by the way, just as a side note, you can always also just combine different instruments for the same effect. Sammy Davis, thanks for following. So obviously combining the instruments is also another great way of utilizing all the sounds. But last but not least, I want to jump into the frozen percussion. Gordon, thanks for subscribing to the channel. And as I mentioned before, we have 2 giveaways today, the cinematic piano bundle, and the other one will be the frozen percussion bundle, which means I will just remind everyone who joined later to leave a comment on this Facebook post, and then you can be eligible to win one of these 2 giveaways. Thanks to Will for providing that for today's stream. And let's now dive into the frozen percussion bundle, which is Frozen Vibes and Frozen Crotalis. So let's check out the Frozen Vibes. Such a gorgeous sound. You can, this so-called frost layer, you can move the octaves up and down. The layer itself just sounds like this. Which in and of itself is a gorgeous pad sound. But together with the Frozen Vibes. So, and when we do the same octave as the vibes, let's bring in the black hole again. I think that helps even more. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous. And then we have the upper octave for the frost layer. It creates that shimmer effect that you also get from like the Big Sky guitar effect pedal, or from what's it called, Shimmer Verb from Valhalla. So all these post-rock type of pad overlays that work great on especially these type of sounds. Okay, pitch shift does pitch shift on this one. And on the performance, so the dynamics, you see that there's always like a fade in. You see that little ring? That kind of automatically creates some movement. And you can change the drift. And I think the drift refers to how much the wiggle is at the end of that, when that circle is full. So the more drift you give, yeah, that's the drift away from the final position of the dynamics. It's just amazing. And then we have the Frozen Vibes Waves, which is like a reduced version. I think that kind of just automates. Mod wheel controls the wavelength. And mod wheel on the shortest position is like. And let's check out the Frozen Crotalis, which is in the same vein. Let's bring the octave shift down and turn that up a little bit. It's truly amazing. I'm at a loss for words. This is just plain beautiful. There's one last thing that we haven't looked at, more instrument in their catalog, which in and of itself is worth a full stream alone, which is Granulate. Granulate is an instrument that comes first with a tons of presets, but most importantly, you can import your own samples. We will take a look at that. Let's check some of the presets, some of the tonal presets. So it's pretty much like a granular synthesizer within Kontakt. Hey Ram! So let's jump through some of these presets. So the basic principle is, actually let's load a patch that has just a single layer like this. So you have two versions. You have the single layer patch that pretty much just uses a single wave file, and then you have the grain control. You can control the movement of the granular engine. the shape. You can obviously change the starting point for the sample. You can randomize the pitch of the grains, the length. And then you have a bunch of effects, and you can modulate different elements like the sample position. So if you say the first, right now you can see this little ring. So when you click on modulation routing, you see where the modulation is coming from the page. So you have 6 different modulation options, LFO 1 to 4, and a sequencer. So if we, for example, were to say we want to do a sequence modulation, I would go to the main, say modulation source, bring that down to 0. So I don't want to modulate with the first LFO, but with the sequencer. So now we should see. No, we don't see anything. Something went wrong. Sequencer 1. Oh, is it on? Oh, it was off. That's why. Now you can see that the sequencer is doing its job. And I can also say I don't want to have it as much. And in the modulation, let's say this is actually not 16th but 8th. Or even quarter notes or half notes. I mean, that sound is not really the best one to showcase that, but so there is a bunch of modulation options plus a full post effects section. Let's check some of the other sounds. It's a beautiful soundscape just in and of itself. Same basis, I think, but different sound. And I want to showcase this as well. So this is the same thing, but 4 times the engine. So you have 4 different samples that you can granular the shit out of it, so to say. So just quickly, let's open the initials. So you can load your own samples into that, which is really something that is worth mentioning and that we should take a look at. So I don't know, let's just quickly look. Okay, let's take this sound. Stop. So, and what I'm gonna do is, what you have to do is you have to open the wrench icon and place the sample in the area, in the full area. And I just realized that it's better to put the root to C2 or something. It sounds better. So there was the sample we played there. And now we can say refresh. Then we have individual grain effects. The only thing I have to criticize is why is the delay time not tempo synced? This is something I never understand. Who has the time to fiddle with a delay knob until it fits the time? Just set it to fucking 8th notes and you're done. Okay, let's use a plucked sound or a short sound as the basis. We're gonna reload that. Solo initialize. Where do we have a plucked sound? I don't have a plucked sound. So if we don't have a plucked sound, we just create one. Let's quickly... I mean, I don't really care. Let's do strings. Turn that off. Okay. Event. Let's do new track. So now we're gonna reload the Granulate solo. And now I take this audio sample that I just created and move it. That doesn't work. Okay. No problem. We get this done. We get this done. Files. Come on. T. Fracture sounds. Granulate. Let's put this sample there. Wave file. So now I can move to the folder. I'm not really sure why that is not working to grab it directly from the DAW. I think in Cubase this works, but apparently not in Studio One. But no problem at all. We can just go to Granulate, and now here we have the sample. Quickly open the wave editor, make sure that because there was a little bit of a I should have cut it before. But anyway, so we refresh that. So now we need to change the position. Not working right now. Okay, C2. Blue Oceans, if you were to have a look at the video title. Anyway, the thing is, you can spend a whole day just working through this instrument alone. What? Oh, freaking me! Blue Oceans, thank you for pointing that out. It looks like I accidentally forgot to rename the video stream name. Damn. Hands-on Fracture Sounds would have been the correct title. So sorry for that. Of course, you're right. We are taking a look at fracture sounds today at the developer. And all the stuff we heard today is all fracture sounds. So thanks for pointing that out, Blue Oceans. And the website is fracturesounds.com if you want to check out more of their stuff, or check out the video later. We had a bunch of instruments that we played through already. I just want to take the time to listen to some more of the presets. Yeah, I can fix the YouTube title right away. I will do that. Well, the stream, once the stream gets re-uploaded, it will have the correct title. So sorry for the confusion there. Does the video have the correct title now? No, it does not. I think I need to change that manually afterwards. Oops, that was bad. So we have, let's check 3 more. Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff to discover. So what I want to do actually today is first of all remind everyone of the giveaway, which is going to happen soon. All you got to do for that is leave a comment on this very Facebook post here that I'm just posting. We don't have 3, we have 2 giveaways. One, the cinematic piano bundle from Fracture Sounds, and second, the what was it? Frozen percussion bundle. Sorry, the frozen percussion bundle. By the way, I just realized that we forgot to check out 2 more of the frozen instruments. So we checked out the Crotalus extended range. There's also natural range, which is just lacking a little bit of the low end that you have in the other instrument. And we have like Crotalest. I think that's a reminder of a celeste, that's a bonus instrument. I promised myself not to do that. Fail. So let's quickly write a short little tune just with Fracture Sounds instruments. I mean, the sounds themselves lend into certain types of scoring because of the way they're laid out and set up. But that shall not stop us from just doing a little bit. So again, my absolutely favorite piano, the Woodchester from fracture sounds. Who's following? Who's following? Pyrictus! Oh, you rated my stream. Thank you very much. A little more pianist, a little color, stereo width, a little more, and a little more. Little more of everything. More, more, more. I just put a little black hole on it, but it sounds beautiful without black hole as well. You can reduce the pedal and key release noise. Okay, let's quickly lay down something and see if we can write something. Let's go with 90, I'd say. 2, 3, 4. Something like this. 2, 3, 4. Just a quick sketch. Happy accident there, but let's keep it straight. Okay. Can duplicate that. Let's call that Woodchester. I could have started with a template, but again, as I mentioned, I just updated to Studio One 5.1, and I was not sure if everything is working as it should, so I got to test that. But let's start with let's do the frozen vibes because they just work so great. Okay, let's put that below as a layer. Oh, there we go. quick sketch there. That is fine. Can duplicate that. And then let's actually add. This is pad. Let's add the what's it called? The Midnight Grand. Let's use the sympathetic resonance version. Maybe turn that up. Nice. Open this, and I want to have the I want to have the black hole on that piano. So, just a quick reminder, last call if you are interested in grabbing a copy of the piano bundle or the frozen percussion bundle. All you gotta do is leave a comment on this Facebook post. We are going to draw the winners soon. Just want to put a quick melody on top with a Midnight Grand. Grand, not grad. That was very improvised, but kind of you get the idea. Just a little bit of fiddling around on top. Kind of like that. So let's duplicate the frozen vibes and change them for the frozen crotales. Move them a little bit to the left. Do the low octave layer. Volume that up a little bit. Lots of reverb. That needs to be quieter. Also a little bit too loud. But you get the idea. No, that is 8th notes. Yeah, better. Very nice. I like that. Very cool atmosphere. But I mean, you really don't need to do much yourself. It's just you just can keep going with the sounds of fracture sounds. It immediately gets you into that kind of cinematic realm. Let's see if we find a bass sound in the granular. We have tonal. We have also rhythmic presets. Driving bass. Monster beat, string pulse. Well, string pulse. I like that texture. Sounds great. Let's put that on top. A bit quiet, we can have that louder. Quantize that. Actually, let's hard quantize that. Accidentally hit help. I don't need help. Like this. So just a small little tune there. Sometimes when I say that I feel like Bob Ross. Just a happy little accident. Just painting a little bit. Just keep going. Just do it. But I mean, that library tends to brings itself into that territory to sound just gorgeous. Let's go with another Granulate patch. Some rhythmic, maybe some bass. I think we have driving bass too. I like that. Overall, what I want to do is like put a little bit of a filter on top. If that doesn't work here, we're going to do it here. Just filtering out a little bit of the highs. I want to have more bassy sound there. And that's already enough. I don't need more. Just a little bit of bass information there to fill out the low end. And then I can take the whole thing and already duplicate it. It's not much, but it's a little showcase of where the libraries can take you. Overall, I really like the sound, I have to admit. Pretty nice. So yeah, Again, the piano bundle is on sale now as a native instrument contact player compatible library. Head over to fracturesounds.com, check out their catalog. It's amazing content right there. I really love the libraries, especially as add-ons. Also, when you layer stuff with other, for example, just as a quick heads up, if you, for example, say, I love these petty sounds from the Woodchester, but don't need a felt piano. What you can do, for example, is take your regular piano that you always use, put it on the same MIDI channel. So let's use my standard preset here, my night session piano. If I mute this, so that's my regular grandeur that I always use. But then you can combine it and just drop off the raw sound from the Fracture Sounds. So that way you can load your favorite piano sound with the Fracture layers. And then add some black hole to it. Give a little bit more dream. And you could even bring in some of the Woodchester layers. And if you don't want the layers, you just turn it off all the way. More Woodchester. Or less Woodchester, but more room sound, or more pedal noise and key release noise. Bring in the atmosphere again. Excuse my French, that sounds fucking awesome. I really like that. So, that means, unfortunately, I have to come to an end of the stream. I could play these sounds for hours, I'll be honest there, but we want to finish this thing. Just a few hints there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. And thanks for all the followers on Twitch and YouTube. And you can also support my channel on Patreon with some extra goodies and behind the scenes. You can also get personal one-on-one coaching lessons and all the good stuff. So make sure to check that out if you're into that. But last but not least, what we're going to do now is see who actually won, right? But I need to check something. Oh, that's why. There we need to go. So, 2 giveaways today. And let's check where we are looking at. So that's the last chance, by the way, if you just tuned in, to leave a comment on this Facebook post to be eligible for the drawing. Thank you to Will and Fracture Sounds for sending me over your catalog to showcase this on the channel, and I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you like the sounds. Check out fracturesounds.com. Especially the pianos, 2 of my favorite pianos that I have at my disposal. And I bet that there's a lot more to come in the near future from Will and Fracture Sounds. Will is also the guy, by the way, who worked on Native Instruments Arcus. So the programming and all the good stuff there is Will's mastermind behind that. So let's take a look. Where are we at? Let's switch to the full screen here. But what we can do is we can keep the music running a little bit. So, what do you think? How many comments do we have? We are low. Oh, 84 comments. Holy moly. That means, you guys ready? Do we want to start with a Frozen percussion bundle or with a piano bundle? I'd say I go in the same order that Will has sent that to me. So we start with the piano bundle. One of you lucky guys and girls can grab the full piano bundle. 85 comments. So, gates closed, let's get going. First winner will get, just to make that clear, because this is a random drawing, if this drawing the second time is the same winner, then we do it again. So we will definitely have 2 different winners. Matthew, you can't win them both. 1 win per entry. So, piano bundle. Thank you, Will, for providing it. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Rumble. And the winner for the cinematic piano bundle is John Irish. Congratulations. So, John Irish, you won the cinematic piano bundle with Woodchester and Midnight Grand, contact player compatible. The next winner will need the full version of Contact to be able to run the, what's it called? The Frozen Percussion bundle. That is these wonderful Frozen Crotalis and Vibes sounds, these two. So you will win these two as a bundle. Again, thanks Will for providing the giveaway copies. So I'm just gonna open that up in a new tab. John, congratulations. And here we go with the last winner of tonight or today, depending on from where you're watching. You guys ready? Last winner for today, Frozen Percussion Bundle. Let's do a drum roll. Pick another winner. And we're starting now. And Frozen Percussion Bundle goes to Yannick Miki Damquist. Great comment as well. Yo. So, Yannick Miki Damquist, congratulations, you win the Frozen Percussion Bundle. Thank you, Will, for showcasing your work on the channel here and letting me showcase your work. Awesome, looking forward to hearing more of what you do and have in stock for the future. So everyone, check out fracturesounds.com. Till Friday, the piano bundle or the pianos are on sale since they are now native instruments contact player compatible. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and I see you next time. Latest on Thursday, we will have a look. Thursday, 11 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time, we will have a look at Orchestral Tools Modus, the new library that they did in collaboration with Jeff Russo. So that's going to be interesting. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's not even released yet, so that is really the very first hands-on that is available publicly. I'm very proud of that. So that's going to be good. And cheers. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye-bye.